Matt Simmons wins Harlequins' 7th line-out of the game. Evans to Baldwin, peeling off the back. The Welsh international is Archie White. And Will Evans, he finds the offload to Marcus Smith. And the star signing is under the post for Harlequins, as if to put a big fat exclamation mark on his big fat new contract. Marcus Smith has a try for Quins.
I'm going to talk to 6 Leicester about sliding up and making a 4-man front row.
Quick ball for Care.
That frustrated John
Will Evans.
Okay. So when you see
with the carry and Marcus Smith on his shoulder. Straight under the sticks.
Cheers, Tuesday, thank you.
22 years old on his birthday tomorrow. Happy Valentine's Day, Marcus. And he adds an extra couple.
Woody, can we just check please with Husey? Because neither
Harlequins lead
myself or
Leicester
Michael
by
are sure that went
20
over.
points to 7 at
we
the
wonder
Stoop.
whether it went under the bar.
I was pretty happy that went over. Woody, I think we need to check, mate. Check it, please. Check it.
They're just checking this.
Tuesday, if you've got any clear evidence it didn't go over, I'm very happy that it did go over.
Conversion.
If you've got anything clear immediately, if not, we'll play on.
Just want to have a look to see if it went over the bar, I think.
Thanks, mate. Yeah, all good. No, all good.
Graham Hughes is the TMO. No, they've had a look. They're happy.
Time back on.
Must say it did look good from up here. So Harlequins have shrugged off conceding that early try. And they've responded.
Tackle! It's a tackle!
Smith kicks towards Mudimudavalu. Came on early last week, the Fijian. Namani Nandolo went off inside the first 10 minutes, and Freddie Stewart has timed his chase perfectly, the Leicester fullback. George Martin with the carry. Mudimudavalu wants to get involved, but Jack Van Portfleet has seen a gap, and he has scored for Leicester. What a score from Jack Van Portfleet. JVP, take a bow. Saw him do this for the England under-20s against Wales last year. He's already shown signs in this game. Great vision from the scrum half.
Yeah.
There's a big dummy sold to Matt Simmons, who was at the pillar. Leicester right back in this. Zach Henry to get Leicester back within a score, and he makes no mistake with the conversion. 6 points the difference. What a step. He did him with the eyes, Jack Van Portfleet. Originally a fly half in his youth. He's got real spark, this Leicester Tigers scrum half. Richard Wigglesworth, of course, who was captain and started last week for Leicester. He's been given the weekend off. Lavanini.
Tackle now! Away you go.
Almost submits in the tackle there to set up the breakdown on his own 22.
He's freeing the ball. Now it's available. Use it. No.
Van Portfleet kicks again. And from his own 22, he's made excellent ground all the way over the halfway line. Real purple patch this for the Tigers scrum half.
Timing, fine. Beyond 15.
Simmons brings it down at the tail of the line out for Harlequins.
That's once now.
Kerr shaping to kick, he does so.
Eight! Thank you.
Maroney underneath it once more, and he can't take it. Matthias Maroney, and they've got themselves offside. So it's a penalty to Harlequins.
Knock on offside.
And they've got the option here of kicking for posts or going to the corner.
Shot called.
The captain, Stefan Levies, points to the upright. So not for the first time in this match. Maroney, usually a centre. Perhaps playing a little bit out of position on the right wing, just unable to bring it down. It was Aaron Morris who was in his face. Went to the Olympics with the Puma Sevens, did Matthias Maroney in Rio in 2016. Chance for Marcus Smith here to take it out to 2 scores again for Harlequins. Leading point scorer in the Premiership coming into this game. 92% off the tee, and he's 4 from 4 so far today. And that never looked like missing. 23-14. Quins lead the Tigers. Zach Henry restarts play. Not for the first time. The Harlequins captain
taking the ball.
collects the ball, but that's gone loose in contact, and it's a penalty to Leicester. So Zach Henry has a really good opportunity here to have another shot at post. Yeah, Jaco Tauta, the captain, came in and pointed to the sticks. So soon after Marcus Smith has bangs one over for Harlequins, Zach Henry has a chance to respond for the Tigers. Zach Henry, solid off the tee as ever. 23-17. Approaching the final couple of minutes of this first half here at the Twickenham Stoop. Short kick-off this time from Smith, and it's worked out for Harlequins. Here's big Matt Simmons in his 50th game. Kerrod now, first receiver on the short side. Heads back towards his heavier kind of teammate.
Player's been pulled off feet.
Kyle Brink thought he might have been able to snaffle that back for
Players
Leicester.
clearly
It'll be a
pulled off
Harlequin
feet.
scrum, and
Quinn's moving forward.
clock ticking towards 40 minutes. This will be the final play of the first half, and there's a real conversation going on in back play at the moment between Marcus Smith, Joe Marchant and Andre Esterhazen, as Harlequins hunt down their 3rd try of the game. He's been scintillating with the ball in hand in the last few weeks, as Marcus Smith playing with a real smile on his face.
Crouch!
Looking very much the star man for the quarter jerseys.
Time's yours with it.
Thank you, mate.
Tom Brandt to Kerr, to the short side, to Brown. He's got Morris with him. Maroney can't hold on, but Zach Henry's up to the task. Quick ball for Danny Kerr. One of his players just gets in the way, and he cops a big hit from Andre Liebenberg, but it's advantage Harlequins here. They've got the penalty.
One hand, really wide stance. One hand. 8, really wide stance and tackle.
So an
Strong
option
call.
here for
Yep.
Twins. They might be choosing the scrum here. They do back themselves at scrum time. Here's another look at it.
A little bit of pre-engagement, don't have to.
It's just a
We got a good outcome, but let's keep that space, yeah?
knockdown
It's
from
quite good from you.
Honorary Liebenberg. His brother plays
Keep that
for
space, been really good so far.
La Rochelle in the top 14. Vian Liebenberg, both of them the captains South African under-20s.
Crouch! Bind! Set!
Final play of the first half. Harlequins in possession, but front rows are down. Here's Kerr. He's got Esterhazen with him. And Andre Esterhazen will power over for Harlequins. Their third try of the match. Strong set piece. And all muscle from the big South African. Referee said play on. Dombrandt up to Kerr and the little no-looker to Esterhazen. And Kyle Brink couldn't hold on. Scrum halves just love having big boppers in the midfield to pop up short balls too. Conversion successful. So Harlequins will go to the sheds. 3 tries to the good. Leicester by no means out of it. Zach Henry gets the second half underway here at the Twickenham Stoop, round 9 of the Gallagher Premiership. After 40 minutes, Harlequins leading the Tigers by 30 points to 17, but both sides certainly showed some good stuff.
Use it!
And the Tigers have come to play, having had a big bonus point win of their own at Welford Road last week. They made the trip down here to London. And there's a bit of afters after that early breakdown. It's
Come here.
Liebenberg involved for Leicester.
Multiple times now we've had pushing off the ball. Off you go.
And Matt Simmons. And they're both going to go to the sin bin.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure what all that was about, but
all right, completely. Okay, thank you. Yeah. So
Liebenberg and Simmons will both sit down for 10 minutes, so it's 14 on 14.
Discipline. Yeah.
Harlequins were handed the penalty, so they've kicked deep into Leicester territory. There it is. Just inside that breakdown, no real
good job.
Punches have been thrown, more sort of holding of the collar. I've seen worse, but they're both in the sin bin. Dombrandt takes the ball at the back of the line out for Harlequins. Both teams playing with 7 forwards. Marler with a no-look pass to his hooker Baldwin. Kerr changes direction, long ball over the top to Morris and Portfleet. Ran out of the defensive line for the Tigers. Almost a hole created for Harlequins to exploit. Here's Kerr again to Mike Brown and Esterhazen, who's caused all sorts of problems, as has Marcus Smith, and Lewis Liner will run it in for Harlequins. Quick hands will do it, and it's Liner who has his second try since joining the starting side here at the Stoop. Danny Kerr, quick ball, Brown intervened and Esterhazen stood in the tackle, and Marcus Smith fixed a couple of defenders, and Liner just had to run it in. Lewis Liner with the bonus point score for Harlequins. Marcus Smith. Flawless off the tee so far.
Woody, a couple of changes.
And no problem on that occasion either. Lewis Liner, really has made this 14 shirt his own in recent weeks. Esther Hazen stands in the tackle. Little double clutch from Smith, that committed. The defender who just pinched in, and Lewis Liner, his second try of the season. Dan Cole is on the field for the Leicester Tigers. His 250th appearance. What a career he's had, and makes a tackle off the kick chase as well as Cole.
Careful on the floor, careful on the floor.
He's replaced Joe Hayes. Kerr kicks. Freddie Stewart beats the chasing Lewis Liner. Brought down by Evans, who's leading tackle for Harlequins in the Premiership this season. Awkward bounce for Mike Brown, but just manages to watch it over his right shoulder.
9. No, inside, ball clearly inside. Use it. Clearly on.
Kerr kicks. He's kicked it straight out. Leicester players are trying to tell the referee that they've taken that back in their own 22. He doesn't agree, so it'll be a Leicester line out. Just in front of their own 10-metre line. Dan Cole, 250th game for Leicester. Made his debut way back in 2007 in a cup game against Bath as a 20-year-old. And they've gone short on the line out, Leicester. Matthias Moroney. Van Portfleet. Zach Henry. And it's Matt Scott who can't hold on to the pass, who was on the cut. And that ball's gone forward.
No, he's in line when he caught the ball. So he's not offside, but it's definitely a scrum. Lost forward, yeah, it's close.
So just as we were running through the resume of Dan Cole, Leicester have taken us by surprise with a short line out there. But it has been an incredible career. He turns 34 in May, so just coming into his prime as a tight head prop. He's one game away now from Martin Corrie on the Tigers' all-time appearance list. 13 years has been at the Tigers, those 95 caps for England, 3 for the British and Irish Lions.
Crouch!
He's up against his
Bind!
good England teammate Joe Marler there on the far side of the scrum. There'll be plenty of chat between those two, one would imagine.
Go, Tommy!
Esther Hazen just burst through the tackle of Zach Henry.
Thank you, mate.
As the Harlequins inside centre. Smith kicks, but it's been charged down. Opportunity for Leicester. The offload will do it, and it will. And it's George Martin who scores for the Tigers. And there's a bit of afters once more.
Don't run in.
Review that, please.
Yeah,
I'll stop that.
All right, stop it for me. I'll check in the back. I'll check in the behind the scenes now. Just go back, manage it, please. Husey.
George Martin, his first try in the Premiership for Leicester. He came off the charge down.
At the moment.
Esther Hazen had all the go for. Plenty of time it looks for Marcus Smith, but his kick was just lower trajectory. It was Martin that put his hand up. And then in support, and he dives over for Leicester's third try.
Yeah. No, play on at the moment.
Jaco Tauta, the captain, gets the call from Martin on the inside.
Are we playing on every time?
Yeah, we're playing on.
6'6". It's George Martin. He made all use of his height there. And the young 19-year-old has a score. Zach Henry to take Leicester up to 24. And they're back in at the Tigers.